Hey everybody, it's Tim, and I want to talk to you about 5 easy things that you should do before preparing to apply for a mortgage loan. They're all really simple, so let's go through them one by one. Now these days, houses are costing upwards of $500,000 and in some areas, even more. Home affordability has never been less achievable than it is right now, given rising interest rates and the prices that have skyrocketed. So getting yourself set up to buy a home is a great idea before you make a mistake that you'll regret. Now recently the Fed raised the interest rate and blah blah blah, they're taking down their balance sheet. You've probably heard all that boring stuff. That's to take money out of the system so that there's less demand, which ultimately should lead to lower interest, to lower prices, which will then lead to more affordable housing. If you're a home buyer, the Fed recently made a statement that would make me super happy. He said, if you're a home buyer or a young person looking to buy a home, you need to look for you need a bit of a reset. In other words, they have plans to make sure that demands go low enough that prices come down. After all, controlling interest rates, they can effectively control the amount of money in circulation by charging more fees and increasing the cost of money. One of the most known Fed chairman was Paul Volcker, where he had to raise the interest rate in 1980, I think, to 19%, which is 1% over the inflation rate. Some economists argue that's not the right strategy. Some people say it is the right strategy currently under the monetary. I say we need less government control, let the markets work themselves out, and let everything just come to whatever's going to happen. Now, let's take a look at what you can do to get started for your 5 steps getting ready for home ownership. Number 1, come up with a budget if you don't already have one. Look over all the numbers to see what you can reasonably afford on your monthly house payment. You don't want to spend more than you can afford monthly, as there's likely going to be other expenses as well. From here, plug in your mortgage rate from Google, as it's fairly accurate, and now boom, you'll know the price point that you can start looking at. But you're not done there. Number 2, know your credit score. You may not be able to get the exact same version that a mortgage company is going to pull because they cost money, and normally only mortgage companies can pull them, but there's tons of different scoring models out there, and they'll let you know if you're closer to like an 850 or closer to a 300. It's at least a great place to get a good start. Experian.com is a place where I would get started. It's really cool. It's free. It lets you see all 3 credits. Step number 3, know the basics of your income. Most people would assume that the income is just take last year's W-2 divided by 12 and boom, that's my income. But it goes a lot deeper than that, much deeper. Rather than get into all the boring stuff of how it works, because that's what underwriters and ultimately processors usually do, just give us a rough estimate. That's all we need to do to start getting to work on your pre-qualification. Step 4, what assets do you have before and after closing? These are 2 very important that could impact your approval. So, if you have a certain amount whenever you apply, we want you to keep that certain financial picture all the way through the closing. This is super important, especially for people that love to go out and buy couches and get overly excited before they close. Keep all that money, keep all of the income, keep all of your financial picture looking exactly the same as the day that you got approved, the day that you applied, because anything that changes could adversely affect your approval, and we wouldn't want to see that happen to you. All right, now step 5, the easy part. Call your local mortgage broker and let them know that you're in need of help buying a home. And this should be the easiest process if you follow these steps. All right, folks, have a great rest of your day. And if you like this content, please consider subscribing, sharing. Not to mention, I hear that likes are pretty good for the algorithm too. So like it if you can. Make it a great day, and hope to see you soon, folks. Have a good one.